Hello viewers, this is Jared from JRod Production Studios, and welcome to a video I'm very excited to finally be able to make. This is going to be a comparison of all of the sets that have an ATRT as the major build. Now, we've seen several different variations of the ATRT throughout LEGO in its past 15 years since they have been made. However, today I want to take a look at the scale of ATRT that is not necessarily minifigure, but is what is considered a full build within a set. Now, we have a total of 4 of them ranging from 2005 to 2020, of course. Starting on the far left, we have set number 7250. That was the first ATRT ever made. In the middle there, we have the next one over on the right. The 2013 version is the ATRT from the Clone Wars, obviously, and then the next one is the 2019 model, which is the Clone Scout Walker, the 20th Anniversary Edition, and then on the far right, of course, we have the 2020 1st Legion Clone Troopers Battle Pack, as we all know it. Now, for this comparison, you're going to have to excuse my terrible handwriting, but I have a few different categories here that I would like to take a look at. First of all, we have value, then we have design, playability, we have bang for the buck, and then we also have minifigures. I think this covers all of the ground pretty well. We're just going to go ahead and rank them 1 through 4, of course. And with this, we are just going to go ahead and place the number 1 spot on the left and work our way down, and each cut will be a different category. So let's go ahead and start off with overall value. So this right here is my personal ranking for value. First of all, we have here on the left the 501st Battle Pack. Then we have the 501st ATRT from 2013, the 20th Anniversary ATRT, and then the original ATRT from 2005. And I'm going to go ahead and show each set real quick and explain why I ranked them where I did. Okay, so first of all, the value here with the 501st Battle Pack, not necessarily bang for the buck, that's a different thing, but just in terms of what you get with the set, you cannot beat this. 4 minifigures and 6 total figures, if you include the battle droids, is just absolutely substantial for $30. We have not seen that happen in quite a long time. You get 2 awesome builds, and I hate to rank an ATRT based on the side build, but it is just hard to ignore that for $30 with this set, you get an awesome looking BARC speeder, and that just complements that very well. So for value, I have to place this at number 1. At number 2, I gotta give this more value just for the fact that you get rarer minifigures and it was just more unique. For what you were getting at the time in 2013 for the money, you could not beat that. With the sniper droid right there, I would like to apologize that I'm missing that. This set has been through a lot. Long story short, I got this one in 2013, and it has seen a lot of abuse, including the minifigures as well. But you get some good minifigures here, and it's all around just a pretty great set. And for $20, you get quite a bit for your money. Now, the next set right here in terms of value for $30, I like this set quite a bit because you do get quite a few different builds with it. The minifigures leave a little bit to be desired. I really would have liked to have seen another Clone Trooper for $30. Maybe instead of the Wookiee right there, but his little side build of the mounted turret is good as well. And the overall ATRT gets quite a few pieces in there, and for $30, it's not a price I totally agreed with, although you could have found this on sale for about $20 during its days of release. Now it goes for about $60, so you're lucky to find this one new. And last, in terms of value, I will apologize that I'm missing a megaphone blaster for the Clone Trooper right there, but it's not great. It's $10, and just all around value, you get what you pay for $10. It's not a great ATRT, but for 2005, I would have been very thrilled to get this, and I still think it looks good. 15 years old and only $10. It's still a decent set. It's hard to really hate on any of these sets in its entirety, but yeah, I greatly enjoy this one as well. So our ranking here is 4 for the 2020 version, 3 for the 2013, 2 for the 2019, and then 1 for the 2005. So this is my personal ranking for the overall design. I'm going to focus more strictly on the design of the ATRT itself. Maybe not the set as a whole when it comes to judging these in the comparison. First of all, we have the 2019 on the left, then we have at the number 1 spot, and then we have the 2013, the 2020, and then of course the 2005 model, and let me go ahead and explain why. Now, the overall design of the 2019 Walker just looks great. I think it's probably the biggest out of all the Walkers. It stands the tallest for sure. But I really like what they did with the whole front section here. And, you know, some people hate the stud shooter, but I think it's a good incorporation with the actual blaster there. I think they complement each other actually pretty well. So you can still use this blaster for imaginary play if you are a kid. while using this one for the actual shooting ability. Now, in terms of design, the handlebars coming off on this one and the next model can be a slight issue, but all around, this one has the most detail, I think, out of all of them, and just all around, really an awesome ATRT, and then of course the design of the side builds are pretty good as well. As for the 2013 model, this one, I apologize, missing a few pieces once again. Overall design is good because you still get some added playability with the ability to store your blaster in the back. However, the design in terms of how it looks, probably the best. I think it fits the style of ATRT the best. One of the worst things about this is the fact that it includes stickers, but it includes less stickers than any of the other versions. So that being said, I think it's just great, especially for the year 2013. I remember just absolutely loving this set when it came out, and all around this one I think just beats out the other 501st ATRT by a little bit. And of course, we have the 2013 version. Now, this would rank a little bit higher, but they had to skimp out of the ATRT a little bit to include the bark speeder, so no hate on this walker. The, of course, reason why it's so low is the fact that the blaster there is a stud shooter. The one pro that this has over any of the other ATRTs is that you can stick a figure on the actual walker itself, and let me show you what I mean here. And when you stick your figure on, you can quite clearly rip him off. So yeah, instead of taking the handlebars off, you take the entire front end off. No, I'm just kidding. That was not supposed to happen. When you take your minifigure off, you don't have to worry about the handlebars coming loose, and you can quite literally just rip the minifigure right off of the set, which is great. And that is the one major design feature that is just great here. Other than that, it's a very sturdy model. It just misses a few details here and there. And of course, the stud shooter on the front doesn't look too great. And there's a lot of stickers on this thing. There is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stickers on here. So that's why it ranks a little bit lower than the others. And the last set for design is the 2005 version, just because not a whole lot they could do for the time period. It still looks good, especially considering it's 15 years old. Just not a whole lot of playability or anything with it either, which obviously is its own category. But the design is okay. It just falls apart pretty easily, and it's a rather skimpy build as it is. So here's the score currently. We have a 1 for the 2005, 3 for the 2013, 4 for 2019, and then 2 for 2020. Now here is the ranking for playability. We have on the left the 2020 edition, and the 2019 anniversary, the 2013, and then the 2005. I include the 2020 at number 1 just because there's so much going on here. You have a lot of figures, first of all, and then you have 2 sets with great play features, 2 builds. They're all interactive. There is absolutely nothing here that would hinder a child from playing. Of course, the builds are very sturdy. So all around, you get the best playability out of the set just with all the figures going on. But a close second for me is actually the 2019 version. And I include this because all the features with the 2020 version, this one also has. The only issue for me is the minifigures lack just a little bit of that playability. You wouldn't have the same raw battle you would with this one. You get some vehicles that can combat each other, which is great, but the lack of minifigures, I think, is a big point for playability with a child. With the 2013 model, of course, with the sniper droid, you have something to go against the ATRT, so that's a given that this one is going to rank above the 2005 version, where there's just absolutely nothing really going on except for imaginary play. There's no figures to go against the clone or the ATRT, and there's no interactive stud shooters or blasters on the cannon itself. For playability goes 2005 with a 1, of course, 2013 with a 2, 2019 with a 3, and then 2020 with a 4. And in terms of minifigures, I'm actually going to go ahead and skip over the bang for the buck, so I want to explain that one last. I'm going to rank it in this order. Obviously, the 501st Battle Pack is first, just because it's got so many different figures. The 2013 version, I gave a slight edge to the 2019. Just the inclusion of the unique clone trooper there, and the droid sniper I will count as a figure, even though it's not a minifigure per se. The 2019 version it has more figures. I think they just lack just a little bit, in my opinion. And of course, the 2005 version has not been moving very much at all. For minifigures, we have 1, 3, 2, and 4 for the 2005, 2013, 2019, and 2020. And for the last category, this is the one that is going to be difficult to explain, but bang for the buck has to not do with value in terms of the worthiness, but it has to do with the value of the money that you are spending. So it's kind of one step up from value. And what I mean by this is, you finally see the 2005 model moving there, and then the 2020, and then the 2013, and then the 2019. Let me go ahead and explain what I mean by this whole category. So 2005 is the best bang for the buck because $10 gets you everything you have with the other sets, with the exception of features and minifigures. So essentially, you are getting a little bit of everything you need for your money here. Even though it's not the most, it still ranks higher in terms of $10 could be a set to get someone into Star Wars. $10 might be the first Lego set someone gets here. So people might not have had money to spend $30 on another set, but for $10, this is the best bang for the buck because you are getting essentially more for your money in a way. And in terms of not just raw value, you still get a lot for your money here. It's not just the fact that what your money's worth, it's how much you are actually getting for $30 here. 6 figures, 2 builds, there's just no argument that for $30, it's a great bang for the buck and probably an even better value. Now 2013 edges the 2019 version just because of the price itself. $20 for the 2013, at least it was $25 retail. You could find it for $20 quite easily in most stores. The 2019 $30 price point, I think if they included better minifigures, they could have had this one beat. But it's the fact that the bang for the buck gives you a better, unique set here, and you just get what seems to be more for your money compared to the 2019. You kind of have all these things if you have some of these other sets, but with the 2013, you have some unique figures and a rather unique build for the time. For the 2019, it's rehashed minifigures and just a rather redesign of a set. If we look at the scoreboard there for the bang for the buck, I actually wrote it down below here. We have 4 for the 2005, we have 2 for the 2013, 1 for the 2019, 3 for the 2020, giving a total score of 8 for the 2005, 13 for the 2013, 12 for the 2019, 17 for the 2020, and that makes our official ranking 2020, 2013, and then the 2019 just barely got beat up by the 2013. And then the 2005, of course, sits in last place. So here is the final ranking for the sets. We have the 2020, 2013, 2019, and 2005. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite one is in the comment section down below. My personal favorite probably is the 2013. My favorite set is probably the 2020, but I just got some nostalgia there for the 2013 one. Go ahead and let me know what you think of this video in the comment section below, the new format of different comparisons that I will be doing on the channel. So thank you all for viewing. If you have not already, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Be sure your notification bell is turned on so you guys don't miss a video as well. And as always, guys, have a great day. Peace.